Hi, I'm Peter. This is the Peter on Health channel. This is part two of blood tests. Show me yours and I'll show you mine. So as I said in the last video, this fellow, he's 45 and he shared his blood tests and he discusses in detail his blood tests. And what I said, I've got like same kind of blood test going back to when I was 43. So he's 45 in his video. He's a doctor. I'm not a doctor. But I got blood tests going back to this time. And because I got very interested in health when I was, in my early 40s. And I'm going to be 60 next winter. So I got, a lot of data. Usually, you can see the month is usually May. So the 5 is May. Most of these are 5s. And sometimes I got them late in the year when I got a blood test from my doctor, but most frequently it was May. And so what I can do is I can compute a median, right? What's the middle number? And I've been basically the same weight for this entire time, and usually between around 180, which is what I weigh now for the last two months, and maybe 5 pounds up or down. But basically, all of my weight, I weigh myself every morning, and the vast majority of the recordings are in that little tight, 175 to 185. So taking a median makes sense because I was never super sick, during this time, And so I want to know, like, what's my normal? What's my normal? I mean, this is glucose. You can see I'm always in the 80s, blah, 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 blah. I'll give you an example how I use this. Um, let's look at testosterone. This number here, this is like total testosterone, right? And that's the range for my age and blah, blah, blah. And you see here, this 550 in 2021, that was after my first year of intermittent fasting. All of my other numbers were great. I'm not going to bore you with them now, but I saw that 550, and where do you see a 500 here? Oh, way back in 2012, and it's the only one. Normally I'm in the 600s or 700s or even 800s, right? I've got good testosterone numbers. I do not take any hormones or nothing, supplements, nothing. I'm pure natural, like this guy says he is, and I believe him. Because, for me, it's kind of like a game. How healthy can I be just through exercise and diet and all this stuff? Anyway, but I saw this 550 and I said, I'm doing something wrong. Was it the intermittent fasting? No, intermittent fasting made me super healthy. It was because I wasn't doing strength training. So from this number, I said, I'm going to do strength training. And I did it hard for a year, and look at the number. It jumped up to 696, which is what it should be. So I'm just saying that's how you use blood tests. Compare it against yourself. What's your normal? And what that's my weight there. But like what this fellow does is he compares this numbers not against himself. He does a little bit, because he looks at his 2020 results when he was more carnivore. But like now he's like eating fruit and honey a lot, and he's saying, "Oh, that's brought his LDL down." What I think so I like this guy a lot. I like his approach. Absolutely. Let's look at our blood tests. He might not have enough data to compare his other years like I can. But I tell you what I'm doing now at 60. I'm not going to have the certainty that this guy does. Like he has a few numbers that are way out of range, and he's just like, I don't think it's a problem. I don't think it's a problem. And I'm just saying, like, I'm at 60 now, and I'm like, it might be a problem for me. My numbers, if they're out of range, it might be a problem. It might not be. So that's the only thing I'll disagree. But he's young. I was at 45. I was sure I was the healthiest guy in the world too. We all get older.